Join us at Women of Courage and celebrate the achievements of women. Before we begin, we're going to take a few moments to collect ourselves and to relax before we engage into our discussion. What we need to do is to focus now on bringing positive energy into our lives and into the world. The energy that we project every day is the same energy that we get back. We have all seen those people that can walk into a room and they glow. People want to be around them. People feel better being in their presence. That's the energy that we need to create. And once we learn how to do this, our lives will be filled with greatness. We will attract that positive energy, and how we can do this is by changing our outlook, meeting every day with gratitude, thankfulness, optimism, and once you do this, you will see a change in yourself. I want you to take a moment and close your eyes. Think about everything positive in your life: family, friends, a career, your faith. All of this is how you start your day. Every morning when you wake up, I want you to think about what is positive in your life. I want you to list 10 reasons why your life is amazing. You will see the change. You will be changed. You will begin to attract life's blessings. Lead with gratitude. Be thankful and think positive. Good afternoon, and thank you for tuning in. This is Gloria Lee, the moderator for the show Women of Courage. Wherever you are in the world, I need you to know one thing right now. You are amazing. I know you might be upset. I know you might be hurting. And I know you might be frustrated. I know because all of these things happened to me. I was homeless for 2 years, and all I had was a computer, my son, and a car. I want you to know you still have a purpose in life, and it is my job to help you believe that again. Do you want to believe? Can you see that the divorce was not meant to take you out? Can you believe that the lost house and the lost job is a setup for something greater? By the end of this broadcast, you'll be injected with so much that you cannot help but believe again. And I am going to help you do just that. Are you ready? I got some things I want to share with you, and I will even make suggestions on books and activities that you can implement, which will ultimately bring healing and wholeness to you. If you are ready to be healed, if you're ready to be whole, just jot down the pointers I give and watch your life transform. No matter what happened, no matter whose fault it was, today is a new day, and your time to live and be free is now. Join me in this journey to wholeness. Your time for total healing is now. Today you shall recover. Wholeness, healness, and peacefulness is in the mind. That is where all battles for life end and begin. The Women of Courage show is being broadcast by the Women and Children's Restoration Ministries to help you problem solve, to help you dream again, to help you believe that anything is possible. We want you to believe that you do not have to marry the first man you meet just to get someone to take care of you. You do not have to live a life of drudgery. You can educate yourself. All you have to do is learn to read competently. We want you to take a chance on yourself. Stop believing all the soothsayers around you that have never left a state in their lives. People who do not have courage to fly. People who only think of lying, cheating, and stealing. You can live an exciting life. All you have to do is believe that you can make your dreams come true. You do not have to go to bed with someone you despise day in and day out. You have the right to marry someone that you can talk to someone that believes in you and has faith in you as a human being. In other words, you do not have to settle for just anyone. But what you must do is strive toward your goal. You must be goal oriented. You must organize yourself. You must be clear about what you want in life and why you want such a life. All of us are made up of dreams. As our dreams unfold in our lives, our spirit soars. Realizing our dreams becomes a problem because oftentimes we are beaten down by our friends and family. We are beaten down at school by people laughing at us because of our shoe size, our ear size, our breast size, the clothes we wear, etc. We are beaten down by people saying nothing will come of our lives. We are beaten down when our mothers and grandmothers constantly say that we're going to be just like our father, an inmate in prison. Many of us are also discouraged when our mothers are inattentive. She is wrapped up in her new boyfriend. But life anew is possible. It is my job to encourage you to go as far as you can dream and as far as your dreams can take you. It is my job to get you to believe in life again. I am sick and tired of people failing at life just because they are around negative speaking and negative acting people. Do not let the failure of other people make you lose confidence in yourself. Yes, you may be surrounded by poverty, but you must look for a way out. The book, If You Believe in God, You Do Not Belong in Prison, will help you. What you must do above all else is learn to read competently. You must read, and read. Anyone who laughs at you for reading, you need to leave that person alone. I do not care if it's your mother. Anyone who discourages you, you are to stop all association. Man is not different than plants. We need encouragement to grow as plants need water to thrive. You are to leave foolish, stupid people alone. Their ignorance will weigh you down or even get you killed. Sit down and think how you can avoid these people, especially if they're in your family. If you are overwhelmed with the tiring feeling that feels as if you're carrying a bag of stone around every morning when you get out of bed and think how you'll have to spend another living life you're not passionate about, the books I suggest are the perfect solution for your unique needs. Not only will we help you realize why these feelings overwhelm you and what you can do to change it, but they will also teach you how to live a life of strength, courage, fearlessness in order to realize all of your dreams. If you are lacking the attitude and psychology, proper resource or vision to make your dreams a reality, combined with dissatisfaction with the execution of your plans, but you remain firmly dedicated to making your ambition a reality and creating the life you deserve, you will certainly derive the most benefit from professional, incredible content within these books. Contents that will assist you in achieving the results that you are after. You are never to give up on yourself. Are you ready to leave your future to chance? Of course not. Take your life in your hand and learn all the necessary tools, mindset, strategies used by the men and women of courage, used in order to live the life of their dream. Change your life with our book starting today.
This right here, this is the moment. Right before the day starts, when you get to look in the mirror and tell yourself who you are. Now, you've been through some dark days. I believe that. But all that pain and struggle, that made the person you're looking at now. So when you walk out of these doors today, I need you to believe in yourself. I need you to believe you are the strongest person walking this planet. They don't know what you've been through. They don't know the grind it took for you to be here. So when you leave here today, I need you to show them.
In the era of speedy development and drastic social changes, the cancer scenario has also changed. Breast cancer has become the #1 cancer in women. And according to research, breast cancer is the most frequent cancer among women, causing over 500,000 deaths every year. Breast cancer is one of the preventable diseases. Therefore, raising awareness surrounding breast cancer is incredibly important, as early detection, often through screening, can catch the disease when it is most treatable. At Touched by the Light, our goal is to raise the awareness of breast cancer and help reduce the mortality rate caused by this fatal disease. We are looking to do this by selling 5 different books that are all about helping you to improve your life to help us raise sufficient funds for our breast cancer awareness campaign. From the You Are the Prophet of Your Life by Gloria G. Lee, that's all about teaching you how to prophecy into your life like God wanted, to the Prayer Jar, that's designed to help you strengthen your prayer life, to life-saving advice that provides you with important life tips to change your life for the better. Journey to the Middle Kingdom and What You Must Do to Win. You'll enjoy a great read that's certain to change your life. All we're asking you to do is support our breast cancer initiative by purchasing one or more of our books on WHPR TV 33. 160 Victor Street, Highland Park, www.nisv.info, and www.touchedbythelight.us. And as a token of our appreciation, we'll give you a free gift for every book you purchase. Also, please don't forget to tune in to the Women of Courage show that broadcasts on WHPR 88.1 every Friday from 3 to 4 p.m. and every Sunday from 8 to 9 a.m. Remember, by telling your friend about our campaign, you'll be helping us fight this deadly disease. Call us today at 734-786-3233 for more information.
Today's discussion is entitled, It is Time to Fix Your Life. Change is a choice, past or future. What will it be for you? I want you to consider this. I think you should face it, that you are a poor thinker. The waste around you testifies to this fact. You have 2 to 3 children that you cannot adequately take care of. You have hundreds of unfinished projects littering your house. You are depressed, and that is why you're drinking. You go to the bar every other day and drink, bemoaning your life. You don't have the guts to face yourself. That's why you avoid seeking the services of a psychologist or a psychiatrist, people who can help you sort out your problems. You can fight depression with the help of a professional. The University of Michigan has done extensive work on depression. So the help is out there for you. You just have to seek it. You have been fired from most of your jobs. You refuse to ask yourself why you're not fitting into the jobs. They hire you, but then you get fired. There is garbage and dirty clothes all around you. Your life is a disaster. All because you are a poor thinker and you don't recognize it. Now, you are a poor thinker because you do not have sufficient information to make most of life's critical decisions. I'm going to say it again. You are a poor thinker because you do not have sufficient information to make the decisions that you're making involving your life. You make your decisions based on comparisons, based on assumptions, and the tidbits given to you by your stupid friends. You allow people who know less than you to give you advice. How can someone who has never robbed a bank successfully tell you how to rob a bank? You keep listening to people talk about schemes where the risk is greater than the reward. Why would you be attracted to going to a store stealing clothes? This is really a stupid choice. You have children at home. What the hell is going to happen if you're arrested? The social worker is going to come and seize your children and you'll never see them again. They'll be lost to foster care. Why would you put your children through such a trauma? Your children don't need to be mistreated like that. Don't you realize that this is 2021 and stores now have sophisticated surveillance equipment where they can arrest you before you get out the door? Come on and stop and think. Going and trying to steal some clothes from a store is stupid. Whoever gave you this idea, you need to leave them alone. 3 young black men were just indicted for killing a man on a chance to earn $500 each. Stupid. They never got a chance to spend the $500. They were captured shortly after committing the murder. How stupid. Who did they kill? A man they did not know. The man was the new boyfriend of a woman who had once conducted a homosexual relationship with another woman. The rejected woman wanted revenge, so she decided to kill her ex-girlfriend's new boyfriend. Go on the internet. You can read all about it. The men are pictured in the article. Just because you can't box or play basketball, you're stupid doesn't mean you have to end up dead or in prison. It is like all black men think that they can do to have a successful life. They have to be able to box, play basketball, or football. If they can't do either of these things, they're worthless. This is a stupid, stupid assumption. Duh, I can't play basketball, I can't play football, and I can't box, so I will never be successful. I will never amount to anything. Now consider this. Why would you leave your home armed with a gun with your buddy to rob someone when you do not even know how much money the person you're robbing has? You have no training firing a gun. Again, stupid. 2 young black men were just indicted for assaulting a man and a woman who were sitting in a car talking. Actually, they beat the man where he is permanently injured, and they killed the woman because neither of these 2 people had any money. What you men do not realize, every day, somewhere in America, at least 3 to 4 black men in one trial are convicted and sent to prison for committing stupid crimes. You do the math. That's why our prisons are filled with black men. Yes, some black men are given longer prison sentences, but the point of it is y'all walk into the prison on your own. Why don't you realize this is 2021? Most people do not carry money. Most people spend their entire paycheck electronically on bills within hours of being paid. Let me say it again. Most People spend their entire paycheck electronically on bills within an hour of being paid. Businesses now prefer cashless transactions. There is no room in society for petty thieves now. Opportunity to steal is being narrowed. In the next 10 years, you won't have anybody to steal from. Various banks and businesses are pushing and pushing to eliminate cash from the system. Paperless transactions are more efficient and there is no danger of being robbed. It's time to change. You have to find another profession. Being a thief is no longer cutting it. And you can forget about becoming a dope dealer because that profession is about to go out of business. Society is backing people who do not read up against the wall. You either develop a skill or you're going to starve. And the only way to develop a skill is you are going to have to learn to read. Most people do not carry money anymore. Most people spend their entire paycheck electronically within hours of getting paid. Businesses now prefer cashless transactions. There is no room in society for petty thieves now. Small thinkers are being squeezed out and shoved into prison. Pimping is now a truly dangerous profession, if you're considering that, because now that pimps are being hunted throughout the country by the FBI and the Marshal Service. Sex trafficking, which is pimping, has been raised to a whole new level. You need to take a serious look at yourself and how you are conducting your life. As a male, you need to take a serious look at yourself and how you are conducting your life. You either stand up and learn to read competently so you can train for a skill, or watch your life go down the toilet and you end up in prison. I know you feel bad not being able to read. Okay, feel bad for a few seconds. Then stand up and go to the library and ask the librarian to refer you to someone who can teach you to read. You do not have to talk your actions over with your stupid friends. Make up your own mind that you're going to follow a different path than smoking marijuana, putting a gun in your waistband, and leaving home to go rob somebody. Years ago, a young man did just that. He decided that he did not want to rob and kill people for their money, so he joined the Navy. After he joined the Navy, he decided he wanted to become a Navy diver, but he had to overcome his inability to read. He found a woman that taught him to read. He learned to read and then he was able to pass the aptitude test to become a Navy diver. His career in the Navy was not a nice one. He had to fight prejudice as usual wherever he went, but he fought all of the obstacles and became a Navy diver. The man's name was Carl Maxey Brashear. He was born in Kentucky, January 1931. He became a U.S. Navy master diver in 1970, despite having his left leg amputated in 1966. Mr. Brashear died in Virginia, July 25, 2006. You get time, I want you to read about the first African American Navy diver, Chief Petty Officer John Henry Turpin. Movies are always talking about white men and ships being bombed. Well, there were some black men on those ships also, but nobody paid attention to them. This is why I want you to read the history of Mr. John Henry Turpin, because he was on two ships that were blown up. The Turpin was born August the 20th, 1876. When there were definitely no opportunities for black men except working on somebody's white farm. Mr. Turpin died March the 10th, 1962. You need to pay attention to what other black men did with their lives where they did not become thieves, pimps, or dope dealers. You might as well make up your mind to learn to read. Yes, it's going to be difficult, but you can do it. Reading and developing a skill or a trade is much better than spending 20 years in prison. Think about it. Do you really want to spend 20 years of your life in prison around 1,000 foul smelling men in a hot prison where you will not have access to air conditioned beer or pop, and you will not be able to sit on your back porch and look at the stars. Do not do this to yourself. Choose another destiny. Choose a destiny of freedom. Yes, you are going to have a hard time learning to read, but after the initial difficulty, it will get easier. Reading will get easier, and you will find yourself enjoying reading. You will discover a whole new world that is open to you through reading. I am going to pause for a second to take a short break while you listen to information regarding willpower and encouragement. It is all a matter of learning new behaviors. And please remember, it is easier to build strong minds than to repair injured people. What I said is a modification of a quote by Frederick Douglass. He said, "It is easier to build strong children than to repair broken men." Now for my break.
In the era of speedy development and drastic social changes, the cancer scenario has also changed. Breast cancer has become the number one cancer in women. And according to research, breast cancer is the most frequent cancer among women, causing over 500,000 deaths every year. Breast cancer is one of the preventable diseases. Therefore, raising awareness surrounding breast cancer is incredibly important, as early detection, often through screening, can catch the disease when it is most treatable. At Touched by the Light, our goal is to raise the awareness of breast cancer and help reduce the mortality rate caused by this fatal disease. We are looking to do this by selling 5 different books that are all about helping you to improve your life to help us raise sufficient funds for our breast cancer awareness campaign. From the You Are the Prophet of Your Life by Gloria G. Lee, that's all about teaching you how to prophecy into your life like God wanted, to the Prayer Jar, that's designed to help you strengthen your prayer life, to life-saving advice that provides you with important life tips to change your life for the better, Journey to the Middle Kingdom, and What You Must Do to Win. You'll enjoy a great read that's certain to change your life. All we're asking you to do is support our breast cancer initiative by purchasing one or more of our books on WHPR TV 33, 160 Victor Street, Highland Park, www.nisv.info, and www.touchedbythelight.us. And as a token of our appreciation, we'll give you a free gift for every book you purchase. Also, please don't forget to tune in to the Women of Courage show that broadcasts on WHPR 88.1 every Friday from 3 to 4 p.m. and every Sunday from 8 to 9 a.m. Remember, by telling your friend about our campaign, you'll be helping us fight this deadly disease. Call us today at 734-786-3233 for more information. Please support our breast cancer initiative by purchasing one or more books that are on sale exclusively at WHPR TV 33, 160 Victor Street, Highland Park. The books are written to help you improve your life. Tell a friend of our campaign. We must stop this deadly disease. Too many Black women are still dying of breast cancer. We need to be more aggressive in our fight. Please join with the Women of Courage show to help save women from breast cancer by purchasing one of our books to raise awareness of this issue. Receive a free gift with each book purchase. For more information, call 734-786-3233. Our entire collection can be seen at www.touchedbythelight.us. Also, please go to www.nisv.info and download the PDF file, Black Women and Breast Cancer, and send the file to 5 of your friends. With a little assistance, you can help us fight this disease. When we work together, we win. Thank you. Minister Gloria Lee. Now, you must have seen how negativity can ruin a beautiful life. By living positively, you can solve a number of personal problems that could stand in your way of a happy and successful life. Think of your life as a new building, for which you are the architect. You can decide how many bathrooms or bedrooms to put in there. Think of your life as a vehicle of which you are the driver. You can decide when to stop or accelerate. Think of your life as a ship on a stormy sea, for which you are the sailor. You have to sail to safety, otherwise the ship will capsize. Only you can determine your course. Only you can decide what direction you want to go. Everyday life throws different challenges at us. How we choose to handle them could make all the difference in our lives. You can decide what happens in your life. You can be your own prophet. You can read the first chapter of this book by going to https://touchedbythelight.us. A discussion of the book, What You Want to Do When. There are many benefits to reading this book. As everyone else says, they give us moral values. Yes, they support us. But much more than what most of us do not see is how they teach us how to live. They teach us how to live, and they are places of great knowledge that we are not trying to get past. If you don't believe me, just try to read my other books. Someone recently said that my books talk a lot about religion. Do not let the religious scriptures or the name Jesus or God distract you or stop you from reading my books. I'm not a member of the American Taliban. I am not a separatist or hateful person. I am writing to you with the greatest power of love in the world. This book is a tool for thinking and answering the most difficult questions in your life. I'm writing this book to help people who wake up every morning and fight fear, loneliness, and doubt. I hope you will know the bad people and avoid them. Reading will help you gain knowledge. You can read all about the book. Every little detail you get has a special effect on you. Information will never be deleted from you. An excellent book has the power to engage you, and you can get lost in an event that can help you forget the stresses of life. The more you learn, the more words you will acquire and will fit into your daily language. Open and honest communication can be very helpful in any job. Knowing the facts you can speak confidently to people in high positions will help you to have self-respect. Although reading spiritual books can lower blood pressure and calm down, reading voluntary books can help some people with mental illnesses and diseases. This book explores learning to have pleasurable, its importance and its impact on learning attainment and other outcomes. Learning is an important gateway to self-development and social, economic, and social health. The author helps you fight to control your thinking life. This booklet will help you regain your confidence in the future and bring peace to your day. If you face problems in your life, you should read this book. Your life can change, but you need to examine your life to see what you want to change and plan for those changes. You need to learn to take one day at a time. The purpose of this book is to make you think better, so you can ask questions about yourself and the people around you. Asking questions and doubting can save your life. You should visit touchedbythelight.us and
One of the most effective ways of getting ahead in life is by learning from the mistakes and successes of other people. This way, one can avoid the mistakes other people have made and possibly achieve success faster. This is one of the reasons why you cannot afford not to read the series Women of Courage. In this series of books, the lives and times of several women were chronicled who, by sheer courage, conquered the world around them. These women are examples of the quote by Ralph Waldo Emerson, who said, "When a resolute young fellow steps up to the great bully, which is the world, and takes him boldly by the beard, he is often surprised to find out that the beard comes off in his hand and that it was only tied on to scare away the timid adventurer." These are ordinary women like all of us, but they were determined to do extraordinary things. From the stories of their lives, you will learn how to stop making and living a mediocre life and start conquering your world and living on your own terms. For them, failure was not an option. Rather, it was an opportunity to refire and reach for their goals again. They have shown tremendous courage, so much that their lives could easily serve as a template for other women to emulate. Your primary starting point is believing in yourself and encouraging yourself even in the face of failure and naysayers. Thomas Edison failed numerous times, but he kept going. Finally, he won and invented the light bulb and other inventions. The same with Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln failed at politics many times. He even ran for dog catcher and lost, but he kept running for public office until he was elected president. One thing about the series Women of Courage, the books are not ordinary books. These books will challenge you, push you, and of course inspire you to gain your life again. Remember, a man is what he thinks about all day. So said Ralph Waldo Emerson. Hi, I decided that at the end of every show for the next year, I would share excerpts from a book that I believe would enhance your life and make you a stronger thinker and problem solver. All characteristics that will help you win at life and raise stronger and healthy children. Many of you turn your nose up at reading, or you snub the advice that you must read in life to succeed, or you compare the cost of a book to getting a new pair of shoes or getting your hair done or your nails done. The reason why you make these cost comparisons is because you do not truly value a book. A book is a magnificent instrument that can change the course of your life and the lives of your children. In later shows, I plan to discuss with you how a book changed the lives of certain people. I understand that you do not earn a lot of money, and this money is valuable to you because of all the things you see advertised that you desire, and you do not want to spend a lot of money on a book. A new pair of shoes is more valuable to you than a book. If you truly cannot afford a book, then you need to go to the library and take your children with you for a day of reading. You must gird your loins and proceed at educating yourself. Some of you seem to think that having a conversation with your stupid girlfriend or your stupid boyfriend will help you more than reading a book, when actually having a conversation with your loudmouth girlfriend or loudmouth boyfriend is merely a cathartic, allowing you to blow off steam and proclaim how life has been so unfair to you. What you do not realize is that the advice coming from your do-nothing girlfriend or your do-nothing boyfriend is advice coming from a fool. Your do-nothing girlfriend is a sexual opportunist looking for a man she can impress with her body. When her vagina fails her, what will your girlfriend do but go to work at McDonald's or Wendy's at the age of 60 and continue to spread her ignorance at church? Her daughter will be on the street and her son in prison. She will never realize that her life is the result of the decision she made not to educate herself through reading. All her life she felt that she had something better to do than reading. She had something better to do than reading with her children. She had something better to do than working with her children. And that was going to the bar, trying to entertain a man or trying to find some man that would buy her a pair of shoes. A man spending money on her was more important than educating herself. In later shows, I'm going to spend a great deal of time giving you some examples of fools. These are people who think they are smart, willing to trade their body and integrity for a dollar bill. These people end up in the cemetery after lamenting each and every day of their lives about their unfilled dreams. Do not be upset by the use of the word fool. You tell me if a woman is not a fool to instruct her grandson to kill her husband for a $25,000 life insurance. Let that sink in for a moment. Instead of instructing her grandson to make something of his life, the grandmother instructs her grandson to become a murderer, to kill his grandfather. I have this anecdotal advice for you about reading. Listen to this short true story. A friend and I were talking. She said a woman she knew called her and sought to renew their friendship. During their conversation, the woman told my friend that President Trump had done so much for black people, and that's why she voted for him in 2016, and she was going to vote for him again in the upcoming election. My friend asked her a question. She said, "Tell me some of the things that Trump has done for black people." The woman said, "A whole lot." My friend persisted and asked her to name one thing that Trump had done for black people. The woman could not. The woman kept using the phrase "a whole lot of things." My friend said after a while she stopped talking. Finally, the conversation was over and my friend hung up. My friend said, as she hung up, she made up her mind right then that she would never renew her friendship with this woman. Now ask yourself why. Why would she not renew her friendship with this woman? You can answer this question in 2 words. The woman was a poor thinker. She never investigated anything that was told to her. Whether you know it or not, a person who is a poor thinker, who does not examine his or her thinking, is a very dangerous person indeed. Think about it. We will now discuss the book entitled "If You Believe in God, You Do Not Belong in Prison." The book you are about to read discusses various subjects such as the roles of judges in and outside of the courtroom, attorneys, rape, murder, adultery, sex, robbery, ethics, religion, and betrayal. These subjects are being discussed because they are at the heart of all human drama. Our author thought it would help if these subjects were discussed in an open and frank manner. When a woman's husband commits adultery, she does not know what to do. The decisions she makes or fails to make can have a devastating consequence in her life and the lives of her children. When a single woman becomes pregnant, she does not know what to do. The decisions she makes or the decisions she fails to make can have a devastating consequence in her life. When a young man is faced with poverty for the rest of his life, the decisions he makes can change the course of his life forever. Various scenarios play out in the lives of people based on the decisions they make or the decisions they fail to make. Some decisions leave people incapable of directing their lives thereafter. Some people are dead mentally by the age of 30 because they lack information or the will to fight for their lives. They cease to function as happy, self-directed people. They become ineffectual and start nurturing the past. They get up every morning numb to their daily activities. They go through the motions of appearing normal to their family and friends, but they are fighting a mental battle. The book says there's a reason why people cease to be happy after some of the decisions they make. There's a reason why some people live miserable lives and go to their graves so terribly unhappy that they welcome death. Do you know why some people live such a miserable life? Lack of knowledge. And do you know why there's such a lack of knowledge? People do not read. When you do not read, you cease to collect the information you need to make you live a better life and to help you make cogent decisions. No one should rely upon the information they learned in school 10 or 20 years ago to direct their lives today. Many people do this very thing. Some people run as fast as they can away from the possibility of reading a book. Therein lies knowledge. Therein lies change and a better future. So if you decide to kill your wife, hide your boyfriend from your husband, take your mistress to Las Vegas, bash your girlfriend in the head because she's pregnant, or you decide to take your boss's job, you really should read the book. If you believe in God, you don't belong in prison. You will learn what you think may not be such a good idea. You will learn that there are the phenomenon called the intervening variable, the occurrence that cannot be anticipated, the occurrence that makes the best plans go awry. Read, then consider. The book will tell you not one person that thinks a violent thought or plans a betrayal considers that he or she will get caught for their misdeeds, yet they do. Read and learn what others have done in your situation. Read and learn why, if you believe in God, you don't belong in prison. If you cannot read this announcement comfortably, then you need to return to school or you need to learn to read competently. Most human conflict stems from the inability to read, comprehend, and to process information. If your grade school child cannot read, why are you allowing him or her to watch television? You should be helping that child learn to read. Should they not have a book in their hand? If you cannot read, should you not have a book in your hand? But let me repeat one point. Not one person that thinks a violent thought or plans a betrayal considers that he or she will get caught for this misdeeds. People always plan that they're not going to get caught, but usually they do. If you believe in God and you don't belong in prison is a must read for men and women, and for especially those women that are raising male children. You will be happy that you read this book. This book is not what you expect. The book was written for the man sitting on the bed holding a gun in his hand. We explore these questions. What makes a man turn bad? What makes a man or woman refuse to consult God when they're trying to manage their life? These are the questions that are explored in the book. There are men in prison who were married, they went to work every day, and they paid their taxes. Yet in one instance, they chose to follow a path that led them to destruction. There is no point in life where you should sink into such despair that you forget the God that held you up. Read this book and see if this book is not for you. Book, if you believe in God, you don't belong in prison, saying you should have a dream. Do not let the world drive you to crime. Stand up and be someone. Have some pride in yourself. Become involved in life. Don't just sit on the sideline. Do something about the things that you do not like without resorting to violence. You know that you do not like standing at a light in a Honda Civic or a Hyundai while there's a man sitting in his truck next to you and the engine is roaring, especially if your girlfriend is driving and you can't hear the radio. A fatal flaw in any man's character is to lie to oneself. You would prefer driving that Ford truck than the Hyundai. Telling yourself that driving that small car, you enjoy it. That's a lie. You don't. GMC builds a mighty truck, and if you're sitting in the Honda Civic next to a GMC truck, there is no comparison to the manliness that you feel. Every man wants power, even if he cannot obtain it. Go find yourself a job and stand up and fight for your dream. I am still excited about life. Why not you? I have two dreams. I want to walk into a Ford dealership and have the salesman walk up to me and ask me, am I looking for a car? I want to say to him, sir, you do not have to sell me on purchasing your cars or trucks. I have driven Fords all my life. I just have two questions for you. Does the F-150 come in a sizzling red? And how long will it take your mechanics to get one ready for the road? I have a trip to take to Wyoming. All my life, I have wanted to go to Wyoming. Since I was a little girl, I've wanted to go to Wyoming. I think Wyoming is one of the most romantic states in the Union. Imagine there are men who get up every morning in Wyoming and all they can see for miles and miles are plants growing. All these men have are their family and the land. These men stand in their fields planning their day's work. These men work from sun up to sundown, bringing the land under control. I love watching men work with their hands using the power of their body. All my life I have watched men work. I spent part of my childhood looking in the windows of factories where my father worked. I suffered my father's wrath by skipping school to come to the factory where he worked. These were my stolen moments with my father. I loved my father and I missed him because he would work long, long hours in the factory and I rarely saw him. When my father took lunch after I skipped school, I would sit with him and the other men on the side of the street curve where they ate their sandwiches that women prepared for them. Take some time today and go to the website touchedbythelight.us and read the first chapter of the book, If You Believe in God, You Do Not Belong in Prison. You would be glad that you did. Then share this book with the young men in your family.
Sadly, breast cancer is among the most common cancers that occur in women. By simply being a female, you've already increased your risk of developing breast cancer. And though men have been known to develop breast cancer, it is nearly 100 times more common in women. It is estimated that every 2 minutes a woman or man is diagnosed with breast cancer in the United States. The chance that a woman will die from breast cancer is about 2.6%, or 1 in 38 cases. It can be a devastating diagnosis for any woman. That's why awareness surrounding breast cancer is incredibly important, as early screening can detect the disease when it's most treatable. Put simply, it would be safe to say that if diagnosed early, most women and men can be cured of this cancer. The key is early diagnosis. At Touched by the Light, our goal is to increase the awareness of breast cancer and show that every man and woman who is battling this illness, that their life is important. We are looking to raise money and champion the fight against breast cancer by selling 5 different books that are all about empowering you to become the best version of yourself. And among other exciting topics, learn how you can automatically become the prophet of your own life with You Are the Prophet of Your Life, which is all about teaching you how to prophesy to yourself because you are an offspring of the living word and a people of prophecy. Or how, as a Christian, you can avoid negative forces and defend your minds with knowledge with Know Your Enemy. What's more, you'll receive a free gift for every book you purchase as our token of appreciation. By working together, we can inspire hope and become a force for good to get breast cancer patients to access the care they need. Tell a friend about our campaign, and you'll also be helping us fight this disease. To help you save on shipping and handling, the books are available exclusive at the radio station, WHPR TV 33 160 Victor Street in Highland Park. To learn more about us and our initiatives, tune into the Women of Courage show that airs on WHPR 88.1 FM every Friday from 3 to 4 p.m. and every Sunday from 8 to 9 a.m. Also visit www.touchedbythelight.us to access our entire book collection. Please go to https://nisv.info and download the Black Women and Breast Cancer PDF. Together we can fight this disease and win. Please support our breast cancer initiative by purchasing one or more books that are on sale exclusively at WHPR TV 33, 160 Victor Street, Highland Park. The books are written to help you improve your life. Tell a friend of our campaign. We must stop this deadly disease. Please support our breast cancer initiative by purchasing one or more books that are on sale exclusively at WHPR TV 33, 160 Victor Street, Highland Park. The books are written to help you improve your life. Tell a friend of our campaign. We must stop this deadly disease.
Join us at the Women of Courage show every Friday from 3 to 4 p.m. and every Sunday from 8 to 9 a.m. for information that will change your life. You can also visit us at our website, touchedbythelight.us, for more information.